to do ones that were accurate, you know? You think DJ's on gear? No judgment, given his age and retirement. I wouldn't be surprised if he jumped on something during retirement, but no. You'd be surprised. You know, he's a smaller dude. Build muscle pretty quickly. No, I don't know. I'm not willing to say he just jumped on gear at the end of his career or now that he's not in the testing pool. So no, I doubt it. Thank you for the 5. But he is yoked now. He has put on some muscle. But a lot of these guys restrict their weight for a long time, you know? But maybe he is, dude. Maybe DJ is on some sauce. How many chicken jawed fully pay-per-view recap show with Demetrius Johnson? That's what we're doing. I know you guys are probably aware of that, but yeah, we are. Thoughts on Ilya Islam Twitter exchange? They've been going back and forth. I've seen it. I guess I could go over that here. It'd be normally something I'd make a video of, but if there was other news, but I guess I can find out what he's been saying. Ilya Topturo me, yeah. So Mokaev said, difference between me and you, that I cleaned the top list in my division. Moved to next, but you ran away from 2 contenders who had consecutive 5 to 9 wins in the featherweight division. You are a nobody in the lightweight division. Just a big mouth from Spain with nice haircut. Whoa, gay. He had to stop himself, dude. He couldn't just insult Topuria. We are insultable, dude. We are insultable by Mokaev, dude. He couldn't help but mention that he had good hair. With a nice haircut. Go get 1 W and we can talk, boy. This isn't Mokaev. And then Ilya says, the difference between you and me is that I'm a man and you're a coward. I speak and fight, you talk and hide. Run away far, leaving no trace. I don't know what the translated bit at the end is. The Russian phrase is, you are a little boy. He put in a Russian language there at the end. It's Russia versus Georgia, dude. And a tale of as old as time. We are uninsultable. Great pod. Do more IRL in the US. Also, Navajo said on stream he watches your shit and likes you and thinks you're hella funny. Clip it, dude. Does that a son you know about? Clip it, dude. Get it clipped and send it over, Saeed Nemagomedov's burner. I know I've got you on IG. Kind of random, but people saying JDM was down 0-2 versus Burns when he could have won rounds on damage. I will say that, but you can't say it. Watching it live, you can say potentially 1-1. But watching it back, knowing that Burns broke JDM's arm with the kick, you have to give it to Burns on damage. Who agrees with me on that take? As much as I'm a JDM ride or die fan, you have to, in hindsight, even though watching it live, it should have been scored to JDM because he landed the better shots. Knowing that Burns broke his arm with a kick, you have to, you have to say that he won it. He won the round on damage, you know. Thank you for the $100, Jais. I haven't forgotten. Wife. Jon Jones. Ollie have a better chance of KOing or subbing Ilya. He does. But again, I don't like the odds, man. Chat, there's actually such a great way to make money off the UFC betting. And it's just by looking at some of these crazy odds. You know? Playing the crazy odds for low money is actually so fucking worth it at this point, man. Some of these underdogs are like plus 400. And I'm like, dude, it's Charles Oliveira. It's Charles Oliveira. And Ilya's nearly a 4-1 favorite against him. He should be 2-1. Maximum. Insane. Sad we have to wait until November for Tom versus John. Wasting Tom's prime, I know. Thanks for the content, mate. No problem. Thank you. Saying how the genetics of people and the DNA that makes that happen just completely match whatever part of the world is encouraging people to do it. It's kind of insane how that just always matches up. Guru going to do a live interview with Ariel. True. I'm not. I could, though. What do you think about that one, chat? Storming the Ariel Hawani. I need to find someone who's going on the show and then just waltz in as well. What's up, man? Push him over his chair. Push him. I hate how people are downplaying JDM's win. I know, Bilal chose not to wrestle. I see it on all of their responses. I'll tell you what it is, chat. They hate to see a brother win. Let's just call it what it is. If JDM was, you know, Jamel Della Maddalena or Jamal Della Maddalena, a few people wouldn't be talking about how Bilal just let him win. It'd all be about how great that guy was, dude. JDM the brother and he's winning. Come on, dude. I hate how, is Jabli going to spill curry again on Costa's back? I don't know if he'll spill curry on him. Thank you for the $2. Orc, looking jacked on the Mighty Mouse pod. I told you guys, hey chat, I'm going to re-say a claim that I made years ago. Chat, I'm kind of like an out of camp Sergey Pavlovich, chat. Okay? When are we going to accept that this is the truth? You know? You need to do more podcasts. I want to, but I don't want to do them like all the time. I just spoke to Pimlet. We're going to figure something out. I spoke to him yesterday and he messaged back today as well. So I'm sorting something out with Pimlage. Pimlage is pretty cool with me. I think that's one of the strongest connections. You know? I think he's the only fighter that's just messaged me out of nowhere before. You know? Sergey Spivak. Not Sergey Spivak. Sergey Pavlovich, dude. Out of camp. Sergey Pavlovich, dude. Thoughts on DJ's criticism of the Bobby Green impression? I thought it was a good one. I thought it was a pretty good impression, but apparently not. Is JDM technically the lineal BMF champ? Suits him well, to be fair. He is. JDM is the lineal BMF champion. He is. Notice the cut after you guys chat about bias. They ain't ready for the guru stuff, dude. They think they're ready, but they're not. They're not. They're not ready for all the stuff I've got to say. But it's all good. They also cut things up to put it in different orders as well because they wanted to talk about the Superior Oliveira stuff earlier. And I was even telling them to put the emotional shit towards the end. But no, it's all good. So there were a couple cuts that weren't about that. But I don't remember what they cut out. Was watching the DJ pod in around the 20-minute mark. You called the UFC fighters slaves while staring directly into his eyes. Thought it was pretty based. Well, I'm not. How's that anything to... I'm not doing that to Dana White's face. That would be somewhere where it would be aura. Hey, Guru, I know you get a lot of shit even from fans, so I wanted to say keep up the good work and don't let the shit get to you. I don't let it get to me. That's the point. Thank you for the $5. But I appreciate the 5. Bro said the light is like that to hide his identity. No, I just like not looking like myself whenever I'm doing videos and stuff. I don't know why. It's like a weird thing. Maybe I'll change it soon. They said you look like the world's largest dwarf. I did see that, yeah. I'll read some comments in a second. Did you have any thoughts during the interview that you could body DJ? No, I didn't. Actually, I'm pretty logical about all that because I said, like in my head, I was like, damn, it's crazy that he could fuck me up, you know. At one point, I thought that, like, damn, it's actually crazy that this guy would absolutely destroy me in a fight. That's what I thought. So I didn't actually think, you know, I could beat him up. I'm not Bradley Martin. I'm not retarded. Why is Bellato minus 550? I don't know what. Thank you for the 15 Australian dollars, Harry Cat. What do you think is the most pathetic, embarrassing UFC moment? Mine was seeing how happy Ian Gary was at losing the Shavkat and the one-sided glazing. That was pathetic and embarrassing, but there's been others. Over him making up that Stipe tapped when he just didn't get close to it at all. So yeah, thank you for the 15. There's been a lot of embarrassing moments. Yo, Romero pooing himself in the cage. Thank you for the 15. There's been a few embarrassing moments, to be fair. Chandler getting up to hype himself up after Brent Primus chewed up his leg, and then them taking away the stool, and he falls on his ass, and the fight gets called off. Oh god, the Chandler one is so funny to me. Brent Primus landed a couple low kicks on him, and his leg went dead, and started doing the roll of the ankle type thing, where his perennial nerve. And he amped himself up in the corner on his stool, and he stood up off of his stool and went, yeah, come on! To like show that he was still in the fight. And his cornermen dragged the stool out from underneath him after he stood up, thinking that he's up now. And he went to sit back down on it and just fucking collapsed. And they called off the fight. I know it's one that I would have made up. I know, but it's real. They called off the fight for it as well. Because he fell over as well. It's because they thought, oh, his leg's given out and he's fallen over. But it was actually him trying to sit back on his stool, but his cornermen took it away. Great takedown defense from Guru when DJ tried to suplex armbar on the pod. Yes, that was a good moment from me there. Lando getting subbed and his pants going to his ankles. That was crazy. Lando getting pantsed by Charles Jourdain was insane. And then he stood up. Lando was submitted and stood up in the center of the octagon with his pants by his ankles. Just lost to Charles Jourdain pulling up his pants in the center of the octagon. Insane. Insane levels of aura loss. Impression of Dillashaw telling Matthews he won't be champ. You ain't got what it takes to be a champion. Impression of Chael and John hiding from USADA under the ring. What are you doing under here? I'm just getting close to you. I don't know. He's not hiding. Yoel, you know, I make a poo. Okay. BJ Penn getting his ear scraped by his banter. By his banner. Yeah, his OG. That's an OG one. Thank you for the 2. Bisping falling off the fucking ping pong table on Tough. Gilbert Burns plus 550. I got him by round 4 by sub plus 1,400. That's crazy how it only gives you that much more to predict round 4 submission. Thank you for the 5. I almost don't even believe it. Triple the chances on a round 4 submission. That's very specific to only get triple the chance. Impression of MMA Joey out at sea treading water. And he calls out to a boat to save him, but despite his size, they don't see him and he dies and away with him. All right. Thank you for the 5. When Olan walked into the camera, oh, me. Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, when he was a corner man. Dude, I didn't know about the Chandler Stall incident. Just looked it up. It's hilarious. Dude, it's one of the funniest moments. Because he tries to amp up the crowd and then he just collapses in the corner. Never have I seen a man that looks so much like loose, watery stool. All right, I'll take it. Steve Spiros. Thank you, Sam Cardenas. Appreciate you, man. God, the cringiest moment to even talk about on the pod. And it went fucking viral. Why? The cringy origin story shit. No one likes me, in quotes. MMA Guru opens up to DJ. Fuck these guys, dude. Clip farming me on their pod. I should never have fucking brought that shit up, man. It cringes the fuck out of me. But the impressions one has 500,000 on YouTube. That's good numbers. Never have I seen a man that looks. I've already read it. The Walt Harris God beer head kick. That was good, yeah. Matthias Frederick illegally Batista bombing James. James Webb, yeah. And almost fighting Goddard after, yeah. Thank you for the £5. Joseph Benavidez's post-sub screams. Those were good. And Megan O'Leary watching it as well. Pull up your pants, you clown. Yeah. Guru after Lando gets his shorts guillotined off. Yo, bro, just watched your pod with DJ. I'm from the UK too and in a similar situation you were in. Thank you so much. It really resonated with me. No problem, dude. Best of luck moving forward. Thank you for the 5. Don't kill yourself there. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't recommend that formula to get through it. Thank you for the £5. Thanks for talking about your upbringing. I'm 27, left school at 16, isolation, 6 eye surgeries, drunk driver, drove through my house. Oh my God. 9 to 5. I know, dude. It's so shit, man. But you know, you got to take it. The thing is about a 9 to 5, and this is the best advice. The 9 to 5 will be forever unless you make it a 9 to 9. Shit, dude. You know what I'm saying, chat? The 9 to 5 is going to be forever. You may as well make it a 9 to 12. You know what I mean? There's no free time if you're working a 9 to 5. It's shit anyway. So you might as well just keep working. And hopefully get some free time in your 30s. People forget, man. Huey Fury's the real White Ali. Okay, thank you for the 5. Guru doing the Luke Rockhold gang signs at the end of the pod. No, I wasn't. Oh, yeah, I did a bit because I was yo-yoing it up. I asked him if I had the pass, didn't I? No glaze, but I think the majority of people, if they have any normality at all, enjoyed the pod with DJ and honestly Apple everything. Honestly, Apple everything you talked about. Agree with everything you talked about. Thank you for the 5. Appreciate you. Impression of Paddy ordering breakfast and insulting the cashier. Hey, you fucking bitch. Give me fucking sausage, lad. Masvidal wearing Connor's house coat to 246. Easy number 1. That was embarrassing, yeah. God loves a Troyer. Guru, you going to New York City when you visit USA? Go to John's of Bleecker for pizza. Best city. I live in Manhattan. All right, I'll give it. Oh my God, chat. Has anyone been watching back the JDM highlights? Isn't it so fucking sick to have someone doing that shit on the fucking world stage for a championship belt, man? I need a fighter whose highlights look good to like music, you know? JDM's combinations, tearing it up on Bilal against the cage. Fuck, JDM's so fucking sick, man. You know? Especially in the 5th round. I know, but some of the ones on the earlier rounds were so good. He don't know you. We've had chats in the DMs, so he does know me. Thank you very much. No. Bro, you looked mad cute on the DJ pod. Ayo, pause. All right, it doesn't save you. Would be nice to see another camera of you in the future. Maybe in the future, mate, but not that gay shit, yeah? Impression of Ariel and Mike Tyson in a prison cell as prison cellmates. Got you here. Thank you for the 2, some shit like that. You should do a vid on UFC conspiracies you believe. I could do a video on that, perhaps. A UFC conspiracy video. There's going to be a week gap after this. A 2-week gap after this, so maybe. Our hole has secreted large amounts of fluid. Okay. Impression of Tom Aspinall first time watching Jon Jones video in Thailand. Hey, got a minute. What's going on here? Hey, Dad. Come here. Hello, Tom. Yeah, come out of your fucking side room, mate. I feel like Tom's dad's always near him for some reason. At all times. Come out, mate. Yeah, I know it's midnight, but wake up a second here. Look at this fucking gay guy, Jon Jones. What's going on, mate? Guru is in charge of the UFC and Nikita Krylov getting his 4 title shot coming off of 9 losses. I tell you, dude. Eli Lateng's getting his ranked opportunity soon. Very soon. And Davey Grant is getting a title shot. Fact. How great did it feel having DJ be genuinely shocked and impressed with your MMA knowledge? I'm telling you, dude. Was there anything that shocked you about him? Yeah, dude. DJ's, he knows the lingo. You know what I'm saying? DJ's cool, dude. He's got good banter. Because we were talking quite a bit aside from being on the podcast as well. But yeah, DJ's cool. Really cool. Yeah, it's cool to get him respecting my MMA knowledge. Ha. Well, because very easily, chat, yes or no. As the MMA YouTuber that doesn't have an in, imagine if I would have fucked it up and he would have gone after me for fucking it up. You know what I mean? Mokaev is here, Guru. Stop donating. I don't see Mokaev in here. I don't know. I've got so many donations to get through. But I don't see. Add me on PlayStation. Wee man. Is it really Mohamed Mokaev in here? I'll get back to donations in a second. I shit on you a little bit, Mokaev, in the video. There he is. Yes, Guru. What's up, Mokaev, man? I shit on you on the DJ pod a little bit, but it was for good reason. You know, we need to get you back in the UFC. Thank you for messaging there. There you go. I got it. Mayhem Miller in the chat as well. I got to get back to the donations, guys. Come on. He is there. He is in here. Yeah, Mokaev and Mayhem Miller's also in here as well. I don't know. We got a few people in here, but I'm fucking donation simulator. Because you keep fucking donating donations. Stop. God. What's up, Mokaev? I mentioned you on the DJ pod. I'm sure you saw it. Shout out to Mokaev, dude. Resign Mokaev as the heel of the UFC flyweight division. The menace of the division, dude. Resign Mokaev and paint the narrative that we can't let him get the belt. You know? We're giving him every matchup it takes to not let him get there. I don't know why they're so willing to like hold back Bilal and Ankalaev for like fight style, but like Mokaev just gets cut from the promotion. It's kind of crazy. Impression of McGregor in blackface telling Chandler to adopt him. All right, guys. This is what we're getting back to. Adopt me. Hey, Chandler, adopt me then, me. That's what we're doing, guys. Thank you for the $10. What was the plan if you didn't make it? Was it head to the cliff where the Dagestani defects were chucked? All right. Thank you for the 5. No, I don't know what the plan was if I didn't make it. Probably try and be a UFC fighter, man. Wouldn't have worked, but I could have tried. I could have been a heavyweight, you know. A little easier up there. Reaction to Islam tweet about Tapuri. I've already done it, man. We can't go back over this. I've done it twice already. Smash or pass Nina Drama? She's hot for another 5 years. I buzzed my head and I'm no longer a soy Arkanson. Good for you, Captain Autism. Seen some delusional Connor fans, crazy they still exist in 2025, say Prime Connor beats Ilya. Connor's prime was 2015. He doesn't even know how to calf kick. Yeah, I think Ilya would have beaten Connor in his prime as well. At featherweight, for sure. Favorite Iron Maiden song? I don't know. Is Iron Maiden Iron Man? I don't know an Iron Maiden individual song. Thank you, man. I really want this belt. There you go, Mokaev. I went back to it at the right time. What's up, man? UFC couldn't handle Mokaev. Dude, the UFC staff members just couldn't contain Mokaev backstage. They say it was due to negotiations happening, but I don't know, dude. I feel like he was just chucking drinks at, like, staff members' heads and stuff, dude. There's some stories that we don't know about. How great did it feel having DJ be genuinely... Already read these ones. Seen some I've already read that. President of the UFC. I'm going to be president of the UFC. Hey, man, just wanted to thank you for going on DJ. It inspired my cousin to come out of the closet. Thanks, P.S. It's because you acted like a... All right, thank you for the 5. We get it, John Smith. I'm not an FAG. What if you prove how easy it is to get into the UFC? That would be a crazy thing to prove, but it would take such dedication to do. Just being a big heavyweight with muscle would probably get me there. Give me 5 years of hard training. But, dude, I'm trying to have a bit of life as well, you know. I've done the hard graft. Impression of Canelo getting the cartel to Swiss cheese Dana after receiving a 50k bonus. That's how Canelo laughs a little bit. I don't know how to do an impression of that, though. Thank you for the 5. Swiss cheese Dana. Who wins, Guru? Gordon or Moises this weekend? Jared Gordon. But chat, have you ever seen that video of that guy that looks like Dana getting jumped on? Jon Jones sniffing your... I've already read it. Let me drive you around when you're in Boston. That's the gayest thing I've ever heard. No. Don't ever speak to me again in chat. Conor Matthews is going to win now because you've done that. What the fuck is wrong with you? You know what? I'm going. See you later.